Stop what you're doing, Mile High faithful, because the silence from headquarters is deafening. And with Sean Payton, calm always precedes a storm. A massive shakeup is definitely on the horizon. Unlike the media frenzy and loud proclamations of last year, the current operation is on total lockdown, keeping everyone guessing about what is happening behind closed doors. However, for those watching closely, the breadcrumbs are there. Calculated whispers and tactical quiet suggest a distinct possibility. Denver might be orchestrating a major draft day shocker. I am breaking down the intel, but quickly smash that like button if you have bled orange and blue for more than 15 seasons. Welcome aboard, especially the veterans who witnessed the Orange Crush dominance back in the 70s. You have my utmost admiration. Now, let's dive straight into the action. Rumors are swirling from The Athletic about a daring maneuver where Denver climbs into the top 10 to snag Boise State's powerhouse, Ashton Jeanty. We are talking about a truly explosive force, a dominant runner poised to become the ultimate weapon in Payton's attacking scheme. Insiders suggest the Broncos are seriously considering leaping to the 8th or 9th spot, currently owned by the Panthers and Jaguars. Both franchises are in full reconstruction mode and would likely welcome a haul of additional picks. Why would the head coach pull the trigger? Because he understands the transformative power of a stellar rookie group. You only need to review the impact of last year's campaign. 5 first-year players stepped up to push a starving squad toward the postseason, proving Payton masters the art of selection. He manipulated the press perfectly a year ago, feigning heavy interest in J. McCarthy and Michael Penix Jr. Then, out of nowhere, they secured Bo Nix, the quarterback he had secretly coveted from the start. That precise level of misdirection seems to be in play once more, raising the question, is history repeating itself? Perhaps the quiet is merely a smokescreen hiding a fiery ambition to revolutionize the attack. And the buzz is palpable. A loyal supporter even quipped he would drain his savings to fund the trade. And frankly, the sentiment is understandable. Uniting Jeanty with Nix to form a nightmare backfield capable of terrorizing opponents for a decade would alter the organization's destiny. However, the intrigue goes even deeper than that. The coach was seen at CU's Pro Day, sporting Jordans and staying under the radar while deep in discussion with Deion Sanders. It might simply be convenience, given the short commute from his residence in the city. Then again, perhaps they are plotting a future where Travis Hunter wears orange and blue. This versatile superstar dazzled everyone, earning Justin Jefferson comparisons and demanding the league's full attention. Yet, the coach's attendance was not the only spectacle stealing the show. Shedeur Sanders delivered a masterclass performance, completing 62 of 67 throws with only 3 drops. Only a trio of passes hit the turf on his account, cementing his top 10 status and creating waves that benefit Denver. Should signal callers such as Shedeur and Jackson Dart climb the boards, premier talents like Jeanty might slide perfectly within reach. With enough assets and a sharp strategy, the coach could seize the moment, sparking a fierce debate among the fan base. Are you willing to sacrifice second and third round selections to secure Ashton Jeanty? To acquire a once-in-a-lifetime runner and team pillar, do you pull the trigger, or is the price simply too steep and reckless? Regardless of your stance, it is obvious that Sean Payton is far from idle. He is calculating his next move, seen prominently at the university alongside executives and icons like Champ Bailey and Todd Davis. Whether conducting recon or simply enjoying the atmosphere, his attendance was undeniably calculated. He is clearly gearing up for a major play. And another intriguing detail surfaced from the league meetings. Denver has officially applied for a match in Germany this year, targeting a showdown with the Indianapolis Colts. Although unconfirmed, leaked information implies the arrangement is effectively guaranteed. The coach seemingly aims to replicate the camaraderie that strengthened the squad during last season's grueling travel schedule. That specific journey, starting when their record was 0-2, forged the team's character and resilience. While this Berlin contest would make history, he intends for his players to lead the charge, representing the franchise and the sport on the world platform. His vision extends far beyond merely constructing a postseason contender. He is forging an identity, a fraternity, a collective that thrives on pressure and embraces the grind. This winter in the Mile High City feels different. We are standing in the calm before the chaos. If the head coach's past behavior proves anything, it is that this lack of noise is deliberate and tactically designed. Now the spotlight shifts to you, the faithful fan base. How do you interpret the whispers circulating around the league? Are you on board with an aggressive maneuver to secure Ashton Jeanty? Was the scouting trip to Colorado a fluke or the opening gambit of a master plan? What are your thoughts on the franchise blazing a trail in Berlin? Drop your opinions in the discussion section below. We cannot overlook a crucial piece of evidence. This coach has a history of shaking up the board when the selection clock starts ticking. His resume proves he creates waves whenever he identifies a prospect who matches his specific blueprint. Climbing the draft ladder is not a theoretical scenario. It is a proven tactic embedded in his coaching DNA. In a competition where success is measured in inches, those high-stakes gambles are often the only way to become a legitimate contender. If management views this running back as a transformative piece, which seems likely, the fans must prepare for the massive implications of that acquisition. This prospect is far more than a speedster. He is a total offensive arsenal, gritty in the trenches, lethal in the open field. He creates nightmares for defenses even when split out as a receiver. Pairing him with a rookie quarterback and a legendary play caller creates a dynamic threat the conference cannot easily counter. However, assuming the strategy revolves strictly around scoring points would be a significant mistake. The organization is investigating the top 10 selections for a very specific purpose. It involves securing their target while preventing rivals from snatching the talent away before Denver can react. Premier athletes are waiting on the board, and this roster definitely requires upgrades across the entire depth chart to compete. The executives in charge are fully aware of these realities. Spending draft capital today to solve problems permanently is a cost they might deem acceptable to avoid repeating the cycle in 2026. Let us look at the big picture. Why is this operation shrouded in such heavy secrecy? What explains the absolute lack of leaks coming from headquarters? Everything is calculated. The boss knows that revealing intentions prematurely inflates the cost, so he keeps the strategy locked behind closed doors. Operations remain internal. He refuses to participate in the typical media circus. Staying mute on potential recruits keeps opponents guessing. The silence is active warfare, and the European match aligns with this philosophy. Asking to travel across the ocean during the schedule is never about sightseeing or tourism. You agree to it to harden the squad in a unique manner. The coach understands the unifying power of such a journey for a developing group. It compels the team to connect, trust one another, and eliminate noise to concentrate solely on the gridiron. It creates a university-style atmosphere amidst the professional season. If the formula succeeded previously, repeating it makes perfect sense. Naturally, that matchup carries extra weight. It marks the league's inaugural showdown in the German capital. Rest assured, the skipper intends to etch his name in the record books. It builds a legacy beyond simple participation. Establishing the franchise as pioneers and leaders who brought the sport to a new city goes deeper than international marketing. It establishes a standard that echoes in the locker room. It declares that this organization possesses foresight, drive, and confidence. We hand the microphone back to the fan base. Do these aggressive maneuvers align with your desires for the team? Is sacrificing day 2 picks worth securing a dominant runner of that caliber? Do you trust the silent treatment the coach is employing? Or do you prefer a conservative approach that accumulates assets rather than spending them? How do you view the potential European expansion? Does the prospect of the team performing on a global platform ignite your excitement for the future? Or should they remain domestic and concentrate on local concerns? Share your perspective with us immediately. The franchise is turning a crucial page. The puzzle is coming together. Regardless of draft shocks or foreign games, one fact is undeniable. Sean Payton is not engaging in simple games. He is orchestrating a grand strategy, and his upcoming decision could prove to be his most audacious yet.